A special guest appearance by my left hand.
Left hand!
Yay, Cat Gilbert!
Hello. Okay, so before we start the piece, we wanted to talk a little bit about what it meant, and because maybe you don't know. So first off, I want to talk a little bit about where we got this idea from. Me and Jeff do this other project called Gratuitous Art Films, and it's too much of an explanation right now, but you should check it out. And so this is sort of a subset of Gratuitous Art Films, whereas we made a film to go with our performance. And what we found was we go through a lot of archives, video archives and audio archives, and we found Sherman Oak. It's a podcast, and we found it on an open source archive. And we were, I mean, personally, I was really struck by sort of the vulnerability and the, shut up. and the insanity of this guy. It's insanity that almost makes you think that maybe this guy is not insane, but just so open that it's ridiculous. Maybe you'll get that, maybe you won't, we'll see. And also, for the scroll, we sort of came up with this idea, and we really love Scroll Bowl, and we want to see it happen. So we decided to incorporate a scroll somehow into this, because we wanted to show it to you guys. And so we spent all this time thinking, how are we going to do this scroll with a video? And then we researched video, and video is a scroll, coming from like the earliest, you know. Last time I do this. Alright, so I'm going to give you the history. So it started with the zoetrope, which is the spinning wheel with the slits, and you know the animation behind it, and you get the animation through the slits, and then and then it went on to another incarnation with mirrors all around the image that replaced the slits. And then it finally went to, the actual film itself, which is a scroll. It's a film scroll, with images on it. Anyways.
That's why we call this Nerd Sweat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah!
So that's our scroll, and we hope you really enjoy Sherman, because we find him really endearing and crazy, and I think it's important to have those kind of people in the world.
And he only has 9 listeners, so...
And he only has 9 listeners on his podcast, so help him out. You may see why, though, after this. Anyways, take it away, Jeff.
Here we go.
I didn't expect this to be on. Seth or Toby, would you edit this out? Well, what I was going to add to today's program, I ate an entire tomato yesterday. Now, the interesting thing about this is I'm not even a fan of tomatoes. I'm not sure I like them at all. When I have a chance to eat salad, if tomatoes come on them, I usually pick them off, or if I'm going to a buffet of some sort, I just won't get them. I don't like them. I do like tomato sauce, which is an interesting thing, because tomatoes, when they're cooked, have a different sort of flavor to them. They don't really taste like tomatoes, they taste like pasta sauce. Anywho, yesterday, I was eating an entire tomato that came from somebody's garden, and I thought, why am I doing this? I don't like tomatoes very much at all. I will eat ketchup. I do like cooked tomatoes, but raw tomatoes are an evil, vile thing. So I was eating this, and I'm thinking that the whole time. I ate it down to the stem, friends. I ate the entire tomato. Seeds, juices, everything. I felt kind of vampiric. It was an interesting feeling. It felt very primal. had there not been other people around, I might have spread it all over my face. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, an experience is more important than the you know, whatever that would be. A tomato is a tomato, but the experience of eating a tomato is much different. If I had tomatoes sliced up in front of me, I would be repulsed, ladies and gentlemen. I would stay away from that tomato like nobody's business. But if you give me a ripe tomato from somebody's garden and they say, I cultivated this over many months, you know, I selected the seeds, it's even got a breed name, I would pick that up and I would eat it, as I did, and relish that experience and say, you know, this is amazing. Somebody grew this for me. Nature grew this for me. And it's not sliced up, it's not put on a salad, it's put in my mouth like a big old red ball. And I loved every bit of that. I wanted to share that anecdote with you because I decided to start growing tomatoes in my own garden. I know a lot of you might be saying, you know, Sherman, what? You got off the deep end here, but the truth is no, I just want to grow tomatoes. And I will. I'm going to look up also how to make some ketchup, because beyond the raw experience of just eating a tomato, which I don't think I'll ever do again, because I really didn't enjoy the tomato all that much, I would like to make some ketchup products. One time when I was 17, I also ate an entire lemon.